AI could help spread false and misleading information on Holocaust, UNESCO reports warned. I am still face-bombing right now. Like, what sort of a misinformation? Like, how can you get misinformed against the Holocaust? Like, how? Like, how do you not know about Holocaust? Like, this is one of the worst chapters in the human history. If not the worst, I mean, sure, some people will go over that like only, 7 or how many millions died there in the Holocaust. But I mean, Holocaust was one of the most dangerous projects ever. The final solution, the Aryan race, the blonde, guys with blue eyes in all those sexy uniforms, pure black, fucking SS feels. Like, how can you get misinformed about this? Like, if you actually get any sort of misinformation, if you actually think anything that the Holocaust was anything but one of the worst things that ever happened, that was one of the worst things humanity ever done, then you deserve to lose your voting right. You should be put to fucking mad cell. You should be put in a madhouse under fucking surveillance. Because, like, how? And yes, I understand people in South America, Asia, Africa probably are not taught about this as much as they should be. Because, I mean, this was concerning everyone on this goddamn planet. Like, Nazism was one of the most dangerous ideologies that ever came to life. And it would cause the extinction of many, many cultures. Or it would enslave those cultures. Most likely, because obviously, the superior race needs workers. They need workers, they need slaves, serfs. I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. And I just can get past to the masses of idiots that actually, low-key support this. Like, low-key support them or say but about them, but Nazis this, but Nazis that. Like, a lot of people now associate the Nazis as, racist, just blunt racist. However, they were much more worse than racist. Like, people think like Nazis were promoting, white race. No, they were promoting very specific race. They were promoting a race with very specific biological qualities. Blonde people, blue eyes. This is what, very white. This was what they were promoting. Like, if you were white and if you did not have, blonde hair, if you weren't, white enough, you would not be viewed as the equal. No, you would be viewed as an inferior race. Alright? Like, Nazism was the worst. And by worst, I mean quite literally one of the, if not the absolute worst that the humanity could ever seen. Yeah, I mean, the correct terminology for today's Nazis is neo-Nazism, obviously. The new Nazism. Because, I mean, and yes, a lot of people actually simp for them. They do have the, old artifacts from the Deutsches Reich. However, very funny thing is that most of these people would be serfs. Yes, they would be serfs under the Nazi regime. Because they are not the superior race. They would not be the superior race in the slightest. They would be viewed as a dirty subspecies. Just like the 99% of the human population would be. Well, not 99%, that probably a bit less, like 95%. But still, let's get real about AI. I mean, if you think, I don't even know how you should be able to get misled about Holocaust. Like, if you manage to get misled, then you're an idiot. And you should be under surveillance. I'm sorry to say that to you, but like, how can you get misled about this? Like, how? Explain to me. How could you get misled Oh yes, because people say, Wikipedia and sites like that are propaganda of the woke leftists. Maybe that's why. Then you get alternative news, and those alternative news are very alternative, to be frank. Washington. A United Nations agency is warning that developments in artificial intelligence could spawn a new surge in Holocaust denial. Well, there are definitely much more pressing matters that could AI, spark, but I mean, sure, whatever. A report on Tuesday by UNESCO concludes that AI could result in a false and misleading claims about the Holocaust spreading online, either because of the flaws in the programs or because hate groups and Holocaust deniers will intentionally use AI programs to generate content and that falsely calls into the question of the murder of Jews and other groups by the Nazis. One of the biggest concerns that the One of the biggest concerns that the AI could be used to create the so-called deepfakes of Holocaust realistic images or videos that could be used to suggest the Holocaust didn't happen. Oh my god. Or it was exaggerated. Yes, 7 million deaths is exaggerated. You do not deserve a voting right if you think that's true. You do not deserve a voting right. You do not deserve any human rights if you think Holocaust is a hoax. And I'm not sorry. I'm quite literally not sorry. You do not deserve any kind of goodwill if you think that's a hoax. One of the, if not the darkest chapters in the human history. A hoax. This is something that could happen in the 21st century only. Or under a really ruthless regimes that would intentionally erase stuff from history. We also had those in our past. So I mean, yeah. However, come on. This happened 80 years ago. 80 plus years ago. It happened between years 1934, 6, something in late 1930s to the end of the World War II. The report noted that some AI-assisted programs allow users to interact with simulated historical figures, including prominent Nazis like Adolf Hitler, alias Adolf Schmittler. If we allow the horrific facts of the Holocaust to be diluted, distorted, or falsified through the irresponsible use of AI, we risk the explosive spread of anti-Semitism. There is already an explosive spread of anti-Semitism. Just read the news once a while. I should reiterate, read different news once a while. Maybe ground news, for example. Just click on some articles about ground news and you will probably find that, there's been definitely an increase in anti-Semitism since a long while now, actually. The tensions in the Gaza has been high for a long while. And the gradual diminution of our understanding about the cases and consequences of these atrocities. Audrey Azoulay said in statement accompanying the report. The widespread use of AI for assistance in education, research, and writing are increasing the likelihood that unreliable data and artificial intelligence hallucinations could increase public misunderstandings about the Holocaust, even the inadvertent ones. AI programs whose understanding of the world is based on relatively narrow sources can also return incomplete or misleading responses when asked about the Holocaust. Again, I have no idea how could you be misled about the Holocaust. UNESCO's report called on tech companies to establish ethical rules for development and use of AI to reduce the chances of unreliable information and to prevent bad actors from harnessing their programs in order to encourage violence and to spread lies about the Holocaust. The report was published in partnership with the World Jewish Congress. Oh, so I understand. Okay, I understand why this article was made. World Jewish Congress. So you're telling me AP News was paid by the World Jewish Congress to make this article. How interesting. Indeed, anti-Semitism is a issue that's happening in the world. However, this definitely feels a little bit more disingenuous now. And yes, I already thought it was strange in the beginning that they would talk specifically about the Holocaust. So, I mean, I'm not really surprised by that. Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna change the scene and I'm gonna Google it. What is a World Jewish Congress? World Jewish Congress. The WGC represents the plurality of the Jewish people and it's politically non-partisan. Somehow I doubt about it. But hey. Okay, I'm just gonna make it very easy. Political leaning. Okay, what is this? Something about Orban. The Hungary's Prime Minister says World Jewish Congress ahead has left-wing agenda. Okay. Oh. Okay, and I'm not I'm not seeing my chat yet again. Oh my god, this is... Okay. Having Twitch on... I'm gonna download the Twitch app. I'm gonna download the Twitch app for the next thing, because this is pissing me off. I did not see the "it's coming home" comment, and I did not see the message afterwards. Okay, it's coming home. Why did it talk to you? Oh, I know why. It's probably because it's in all caps. It's in all caps. So if you would write it normally, then something like this, then it would be normal. And that this is not working again. I'm gonna fix this. So I don't know about the World Jewish Congress, what it is or what it isn't. Oh, I can see now more of the messages actually. Okay, I do not know about the World Jewish Congress. However, this was paid for. I'm gonna definitely include it in the video if it makes a video. Probably will, because I had something to say about it. A little bit more than in the previous articles. Definitely my political commentary has been pretty low today. But hey, that sometimes happens. We still have quite a bit more. We have like 2, 4,